Hello, viewer. It is Sunday, June, or is it June 9th, 2024. I am Mr. Brune, and I trust you are all doing very well today. On this evening's live stream, we are discussing the latest news in the entertainment and on the social media. As I always say, it was a week where shite happened in Hollywood, always does, and even more bad. Well, I would say some good stuff happened in real life this week, ironically. Good to see. So, as I always say, if you've not shut down for the evening, there's lots to get through. Shall we get those guests out? You know it. Let's do this. Okay, so first, watch out, War and Peace. He is the Star Wars novelist. It's the jester from Leicester. It is Palpolite. Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Brown. Good evening, Jet. Yes, I've recovered from my lurgy, and I'm here to terrorize you all with the power of the Empire.
No.
I'm afraid so, Mr. Brown.
Have you got a story for us?
Well, I'm sure I could pull one out of the archives quickly if you'd like to hear it. That's not a euphemism, by the way.
Are you getting it now from the archives?
Yes, I have it ready. Allow me to recount an encounter with the culinary dark-eyed master, Lord Kipling, who presented me with a peculiar delight on our visit to the Dune Sea. Coconut carcoons, these confections from the great Sarlacc pit, were a sight to behold, with a succulent, moist underbelly sprinkled with a light sanded dusting.
Get it together.
In the midst of our jovial banter, a distinct rumble echoed through the room as the very Sarlacc itself reached through the window as if yearning for a taste of its own likeness, daring to steal the tray of confections and causing a flurry of crumbs and ripple of tyrannical laughter to fill the room. Despite the chaos and the Sarlacc's comical efforts, we savored each bite, and I must admit, they did tickle our taste buds. Lord Kipling certainly does make exceedingly good desserts. Exceedingly good desserts, yes.
Bad news is, folks, he's here all week. It's great to have you on Palps.
Yes, on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Oh, it's great to have you on Palps. Shall we get the next peep out?
Well, fear is a powerful ally. Let us unleash it on our next unsuspecting guest.
Next, the channel's very own astromech droid. It is Professor R2.
Greetings, meatbags. Beep boop.
Jesus, that was loud.
Whoa, I didn't change anything.
Hello, you're all right, mate? Hello.
Hey, doing well, thanks. How's everyone?
This is going well. You blasted my ears out.
I'm sorry, I didn't change a thing on my end.
Okay, StreamYard, sort your shit out, please, with the audio. It's been terrible of late. Are you well, my friend?
I am doing quite well. Enjoying the reviews of the Acolyte this week, and looking forward to more of that in the coming weeks. So
we'll get you on one week, yeah?
Sure. Sounds great.
I know you're chomping at the bit on that one, aren't you? It is great to have you on, my friend. Shall we get the next peep out?
Bring him on.
Okay, all the way from the land of Texas Landshire. She is the queen of this channel. She's been watching old films today, folks, old movies. It is Rennie. Hello, Rennie. I'm tripping up over my words. Princess Ren? What? You're confusing this old geezer.
StreamYard is going by my old I guess, user ID or whatever. I don't know. It's being a butthole.
You are
but
Rennie L, yes.
yes, and I can change it, but I do like the title, to be honest, because my husband does treat me like a queen and a
Was
princess.
Queen Ren.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, very good.
So, what have you been watching today for the folks at home?
So Lord of the Rings extended versions are back in the theaters for a limited I almost said bag of dicks because I saw that comment, but for a limited time. So Fellowship of the Ring was in theaters yesterday, Two Towers today, and then Return of the King tomorrow. So we watched Fellowship yesterday and Two Towers today. So my husband's first go around with these movies, and so far he likes them. So I am super excited because they're some of my absolute faves. So
still your husband?
yeah, and
I think the third one will do him, folks. Don't worry.
yeah, we did lots of husband and wifely stuff yesterday before the movie. So yes, and still after. Anywho,
it's great to have you on.
Great to be back.
Shall we get the? Oh, here we go. And last, but by no means least, he's the wise elder of the channel. You know the rest. He's the great mega geek himself. Ian David Diaz.
Hello, everybody. How are we today?
Are we eating, Ian?
No, I'm not eating anything. I am. No, I'm not eating anything today. Not even drinking anything either.
What is it? Do we know what it is?
What? Oh shit! You know what? Right.
Nobody.
I'm assuming you've got
all in
shitty Gatwick on today. Oh my god! You
There's
should have
gonna be a lot
got.
of
You should have got Leon, mate. I tell you.
Radio silent. I
really?
reached out to him.
He must be
gone.
so upset.
He gone.
Must be so upset.
He's gone.
Oh dear, oh dear.
He's
well,
gone.
never mind. He's gone.
So you well, my friend?
I'm all right. I'm doing fine. Doing all right. Oh, somebody's having a shower. Can you hear that?
No.
Someone's having a shower.
Yeah, in my place.
It is pissing it down in the UK. It's absolutely
pissing it
moist.
Down.
It's moist like you wouldn't believe.
It's pissing it down.
I'm just checking my Insta to see if we've heard from Lee.
Yeah.
And that is a big negative, everybody. I think probably is radio silent.
He's probably really upset. Never mind.
Anyway, great to have you on, Ian.
Yep, it's good to be on.
Oh, wait. There is another.
No way.
Yes way.
I am so surprised right now.
Hey,
look who's back, everybody.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
And now listen.
Listen. How are you guys?
Not bad. You all right?
I'm good. I'm pretty good.
That's Matt Cat 83, everybody.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot.
Yes. It's been a while, but I'm here. I'm ready.
The cat is back.
Yes. Good to have you back, Linda.
I'm glad to be here. I love you guys.
We love you more.
I don't know. He's got a lot of love to give.
I do. I love everybody.
Share the love, Matt.
You really do. You're so sweet.
Thank you. That's very nice of you. Okay. I was not sweet today. My children were driving me mental. I was getting very upset. Yeah, they were driving me crazy.
They do.
I kept
do, mate.
Well, I kept telling him, I'm like, I love you, but I don't like you right now. I just want you to know that.
Very diplomatic. It is great to have you on, my friend. Long overdue seeing you again.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Shall we say good evening, chat? Good evening, chats. Hello. Hello. A very rainy Yorkshire in the UK. So let's get some slides up. Episodes 207, Musings. Today's date, Sunday, June 9. Please like, share, subscribe.
Subscribe, everybody.
Donate the channel if you're feeling that way inclined. Keeps
Keep
the
Brown
lights
off
on.
the streets.
I need a new chair, folks. I need a new chair. This
You and Smiley.
It sounds naughty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like you
it's-
doing lots of naughty stuff on that
it's-
chair.
It's shit.
Keep it
Too bad
down
it's
in
just
there,
you on
you
that
two.
If this chair is a squeaking,
Oh my goodness, it's still going.
That's the worst thing ever, isn't it? You know when you're in a hotel room and you can hear somebody in the next room giving it. It's like, get up! Yeah.
oh god, yeah. But then again, I might have been the person in question at times. So, anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Yes. Moving on. Okay, let's do the Acolyte stuff first.
Good.
Okay. See you next week, everybody. Okay. Hashtag War of Stars. The Acolyte brought in 4.8 mil viewers in its first 24 hours. The biggest Deadnair premiere this year. Well,
That's not bad.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people bring up that it's for 2 episodes, so they're just like mushing
Oh.
them together. And then also, what else have they had premiere in
Yeah.
2024? I'm like, it's like
Echo.
Echo.
I'm trying to think of what else they could have had premiere that would have been.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing too. When you think about it in numbers, even let's say that 4.8 million was that 4.8 million people watched both episodes. That is still only 3% of their total subscriber numbers.
Yeah,
Did Dave Filoni watch it 3.2 million times?
probably.
That Dave Filoni, eh? Jeez.
Oh,
Yeah, he sucks.
Didn't somebody like announce that he was going to save Star Wars initially? I won't name names.
Oh yeah,
but
he's the god. He's God
yeah.
of Star Wars.
There's a civil war going on, and he's going to save it.
There you go.
Yep.
Emperor Goodwin, hello Jay. 150 million global D minus subscribers.
Oh wow.
So it's not a lot, really. Isn't
No, it's pretty pathetic, actually.
Yeah.
Never mind. Could it be worse? It's worse.
I honestly think that the next episode is going to have less because those first 2 episodes sucked so bad.
The next episode's the biggie,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Episode
think
3.
I literally do not care, but I'm gonna watch it just because content.
You've watched them, Catty.
Yeah.
Thoughts? What did you think?
They were
the
boring.
show?
Like I just don't like the writing was so bad, and I'm just like it's all like, what did these Jedi do? And I'm like, I don't care what these Jedi did. They could have mulled down a whole planet full of younglings. I literally don't care. I just it was so boring, and a lot of people have pointed out the same thing. Like the end when the Dark Lord is all like, you can't kill Jedi with steel or lasers. But I'm like, no, you can. What's her face proved it at the beginning of the episode. I'm all like, it's so stupid. It's like the worst.
It is the worst.
Yeah.
Prof, your thoughts?
Oh boy, yeah.
Okay.
Not sure where to start, but it was just disastrous is the only thing I can think of. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, yeah, you could just on a very surface level kind of watch this and go, there's an interesting fight. There's some interesting story things happening. Oh, I wonder what happens with that character. But there's no mystery to it at all. They could have had a mystery there with where did these twins come from, or how are they connected, or is it really a twin, or is it really just one? No, they wipe all of that out by the end of the first episode. So there's no mystery left there at all to discover. Maybe there's going to be some more stuff introduced as we move into the later parts of the season. I don't know, but there are so many things about this that just are so low effort. The dialogue is astonishingly bad and even conflicts with itself in multiple different parts of the episode. They tried to write these things that are profound, and then they just sound incredibly dumb. Like a Jedi never draws their weapon unless they're prepared to kill, except if it's later in the episode and they need to use it like a flashlight.
Right.
So other than all that, you're enjoying it, yes?
Oh, yes. Wonderful. Other than that, great. Yeah. 86%.
Rennie, we've got a request.
What's that?
You need to read this.
Well, let's see. Hold on. Sorry, my screen just went stupid on me.
Ready.
Read out my name. Oh, Eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah, do it.
Do it. Brown, you
Need a bag of
first.
dicks. Can't believe I sat through the first 2 episodes. Can Rennie read out my name, please, to make me feel better?
Yeah.
She
Eat
did.
a bag of dicks.
I just did it. I said, eat a
Okay.
bag of dicks.
It will be interesting to see what the viewing figures are for episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 3 and then 4. Well, let's see where it goes after episode 3, and then how far down it goes after that.
After episode 2, at the moment, is there any goodwill towards this for episode 3?
I mean, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, like I thought the first 2 episodes were really boring. I'm just like, I'm gonna watch it just because, like I said, content. But it's not good. It's really bad, and the acting is really bad. Like these two, this girl, I don't remember her name, who plays the twins. It's very obvious she's not a twin because I have a twin, and we're 2 totally different people, and you can tell the difference. With her twins, I can't tell the difference. I'm like, she's just playing the same character, just one has a mask on instead of the not. It's not good. It's really bad. The writing is the worst. Yeah.
No. Oh, shit. I am your mother.
Wow, that was creepy as hell.
That is how it will be.
Oh, dear.
Mama
Ian-
Brown.
Ian, you're like me, aren't you? You're really looking forward to episode 3.
Yeah, right. No, not
It's
at
going
all.
to be great, isn't it?
It's absolute shit. The whole thing is just, it's ridiculously bad. The logic flaws in that. We discussed it on the channel, really. It's not good. None of it's good. Let's face it. So anyway, whatever. I don't care.
Pulp, it's going to be the death throes of the corpse Wednesday.
Star
yes?
Wars. Yeah, well, the next episode, they're saying it's really bad. They really destroy Star Wars in this one. So the 3rd episode. So we'll see.
Here you
Right?
go, Gavin Blackburn. Use the Force, Harvey.
Yeah.
Yowza.
It's not good, is it? It's not good.
Let's. I think it's a sidestep. Rotten Tomatoes, or is it Tomatoes? The first reviews are in for War of Stars, The Acolyte. Currently, it's fresh at 86% on the Tomato with 36 reviews. Look at that, folks.
36 reviews.
Well, look at that.
Tell me another one.
What
Yeah.
you look at
Swappers, impressive 86%, yes.
Yeah,
No.
imagine that miraculous 86% score. How did that happen? I wonder.
Yeah.
The fan scores tells a different story, doesn't it? All the fan or viewer
It
score.
does
rather.
indeed.
Yeah, on its way.
Yeah. We've seen this before, haven't we? With previous releases, right back to The Last Jedi. These sites cannot be trusted when damage control needs to be done, and that's the reason why they exist, is to try and somehow back up the shills and the advertising and marketing for these movies and shows. It's already been the bots have already been exposed by people on Twitter, like Master of the TDS, who have called out all the automated online posts that all say very, very similar things, strangely, from users with random photos and very strange sounding names that don't sound real at all. So we know this is happening. We know all this kind of automated damage control is happening. They're using AI to try and perform some kind of repair on the reputation of Disney for these releases, but it's never going to be enough. I think this is going to be one chip off the block too far, and the whole thing is going to shatter when episode 3 airs. They're not going to be able to save it. They won't save it.
Yeah, and this is, of course, earlier this week. This is when the show launched. That was the ratings. Of course, now there's 111 reviews, and it's up to 91%.
What?
While, of course, the audience score has dropped to 28%.
Not good.
Shall we do the sidestep then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the side?
Okay.
Indeed.
Like the side shuffle.
It's been review bombed on RT.
Of course it
admitted
has.
critic. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
What does it mean? Review bombed for me.
It just means that a lot of people didn't like it and they voiced their opinion. So they don't like that you voiced your opinion.
It is how
Oh,
they
right.
try to discredit actual people who have actual opinions. They just say,
Oh.
it's review bombing. So,
Okay. So what this is saying is, because these people are not liking it and it's inconvenient to Star Wars, they're saying that people who have actually taken the time to put their feelings and views forward, they're kind of saying it's been review bombed and kind of weaponizing people's opinion.
they're all
That's
fake.
not good, is it?
No,
Yeah,
it's not good.
Only listen to the reviewers that are officially accepted by the tomato meter, because we know for certain they haven't been bought off or anything.
Yeah, does it say who these top critics are that are praising this show? Because I mean I watch some reviewers that say this is like the best Star Wars and it's so classic Star Wars, and I'm all like, are you fucking kidding me? And then you watch their stuff and you're all like, oh well, you don't watch like they don't read the book, they've never read those books, that are not canon anymore, and they don't watch the TV shows like I remember one reviewer, I'm not going to name names, but they didn't read the books. They watched the movies like maybe once or twice, and then they've never seen like Clone Wars. They only watched like a handful of episodes of Rebels, and then they're like, Bad Batch is peak Star Wars. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here! You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's great to have you back.
Like I'm just like I get it if you can say you're a fan, but there are levels to fandom, and you are just a fair weather fan. So get out of my face and tell me this is classic Star Wars. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, we don't, but it's never stopped us. Here you go, super chat, folks, from Hooligan S3 for $20. Thank you, my friend. It's Project. They are using bots to positive bomb and assume negative reviews are fake as well. Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? So people are actually genuinely saying we don't like it, but they're kind of saying, well, that can't be true. They must be using bots, even though they are.
That's pretty much it.
Standards. Ian, shall we move on?
Let's move on, shall we?
We've got how many? 5? Is it 5? 6 episodes to go?
Yeah.
6 more.
We don't want any more.
Okay. Rolling Stone posted a review.
Yeah, I saw. Didn't they post this like the day it dropped or the day before it dropped? And I'm all like, how do you know this? Like, get the hell out.
The caption is, the shills are breaking rank already. It looks like Rolling Stone's magazine didn't like it.
Yeah.
Is it still a magazine? Or is it just online?
I don't know. Don't know if it's in print or not.
Yeah, they have control over. They're trying to make us think their way. It's really funny, right? Because I hate to say this, but the ratio between gay people and the rest of us is pretty small, and we should be ashamed of ourselves. Well, the people in charge should be ashamed of themselves that they've allowed this faction to actually take control over the media.
Of everything, really.
Horrible, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, Rolling Stone was one of the rare negative reviews from a big outlet, though. And what was funny was the Rolling Stone review then got pulled.
Yes, didn't last very long, did it?
No, it got pulled. And some rumors were that this had actually been pulled because it had been published before the date.
The embargo.
The embargo date. And so it got pulled for that. But there were some things that were changed when it got republished. So
it's okay. The internet never forgets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't, does it?
You still got the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, I read those things that got changed, and it wasn't.
Yeah, they insulted Yord's haircut. Said he looked like
Yeah.
said he looked like a
What?
rooster. He said, a
Oh,
rooster.
Yeah,
yeah.
looks
And
looks like green beans on top of his head.
they took that out before it was reposted, and then there was just some language in there about how Lee Jong Jai doesn't speak English, and so some of his lines are a little stilted.
Oh, for sure. I was waiting for
They took
how
that out.
wow, May.
Best
How
actor
are
in it,
you?
though. Best actor in it.
Yeah, I thought his lines
But-
are fine. I mean, there's
but what do
plenty
we
of
know?
Jedi that speak kind of stilted
what do
like
we
that.
know?
But you know what, right? It's probably like Jackie Chan when he does a film. They always have somebody off the camera actually reading the lines, and he just tries to repeat the lines.
Mhm.
So they probably did with that a little bit with that him as well. But then he learnt. I heard that he learnt English for
Yes,
this.
he did
this
want to
thing, yeah.
actually learn
Yeah.
to speak some English so that
Yeah.
he could do a better job.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Still good in it, though.
yeah,
Mm.
Okay. I don't know if it's a sidestep. I think it is.
Oh God, Squarehead.
Knights of Melvin. That's not Melvin Deeply, is it? While watching the disaster that is the Acolyte, I want everyone to keep in mind that Dave Filoni loves this show. He loves Leslie Headland. He has always fully supported this show. Everything about it. He is the chief creative officer. He is to blame 100%. He's always been trash.
Amen. I have always said that he's been fucking trash.
Mhm.
Always.
Say what you
Always,
mean,
Always.
Rennie. Say what you mean.
yeah. Don't hold
I
back.
never
Don't
Get
hold
it off
back.
your chest. Go on.
I never trusted Dave Filoni, especially with the whole Ahsoka bullshit that he pulled. Like I said, ever since George Lucas said she should die in Order 66, and he went against that, I was like, he a piece of shit. But I never liked her character that much anyways, so there's that. But he can have fun with a Lego chick. I swear Leslie Headland looks like a Lego person sometimes.
Yeah, she does.
The shape of her head and stuff.
They should be ashamed of themselves. They know it's failing, and it's just like these crazy people, right? They won't accept logic. The show is failing, yet they prop
Failed.
it up. Well,
Yeah.
they prop it up like it's a success. From the media straight across to lying about ratings, lying about the likes and stuff like that. So they know. What's interesting about these people is I keep saying that, horrible, isn't it? And what's interesting about the people that propping up crap like this is that they will not face facts. They will not face it. And
No.
Yeah.
that's the thing. People like us, we have to remind them of the facts, and they don't like it. They just don't like it.
They don't like it, Upham. They don't like the cold
Yes.
steel.
Oh, but what are certain people going to say? Because Filoni was supposed to save Star Wars, and there was like
Right.
some Civil
Filoni
War
we
and
trust.
bullshit.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yes.
I never
Mhm.
trusted that. I never believed that. So
Right.
I feel sorry for the people
Yep.
that did, though.
How can you just sit there and make a boy's own adventure into a woman's thing, and then add on top of that the gay stuff all over it? How can you do that? How can you do that and think that's going to
'Cause
be a
he's such-
success?
Have you not ever heard him speak? He's such a bitch. I mean, he really is a bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking scissoring.
He's got a punchable face there, hasn't he? Let's
Oh,
face
yeah,
it.
there
he
is a
always
question
has.
here from Smilex.
Yeah, he
Big
took
question.
it.
Whose
Oh.
face would you punch first?
That-
I've got to admit, Dave Filoni's face looks very punchable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
punch Filoni's first because he's been around in that in Star Wars longer, so he deserves the first punch and the hardest punch.
Mm.
Swap
This
it.
is-
I don't know. Mm.
Would you do Squarehead then, R2?
No, I think Kathleen Kennedy would come first.
You'll hit her
I
neck.
don't think I'd be able to help myself. I think. it
Did
would
you say she
definitely-
would come first?
What? Oh, no, she would be the first punch, but I would definitely have a second round lined up for Filoni.
All right. Well,
Is that possible?
They're the ones that
Uh,
hired Squarehead. So
Yeah.
Is it Rennie? Is that possible at the age of 70?
I have no idea. That's absolutely terrifying, though, the thought.
We've gone down a very, very dark.
again, right? These people. Oh God, they
Thems.
them's they're very racist. and they
Yeah.
get a pass because
no,
what?
we are.
Because they are gay and black.
We are.
They get a pass. That's bollocks. That's absolute. That's absolute bollocks.
We
They
are.
are racist. As racist comes.
You are,
these
Ian.
people. They are terrible.
Okay,
They really
we've got
are.
another question via the medium of super chats from mduke84, arranged for
Oh,
2
no.
Canadian woke dollars. Fook, marry, kill. Swappers, are you there?
Do I really have to?
Yep.
Yes, the man's paid his money.
I'd F Leslie Headland because you can you can face her away and not look at her face. So and she'd vaguely resemble a woman. I'll marry Dave Filoni so I could divorce him and take half his money, and I would kill Kathleen Kennedy for obvious reasons.
R2.
Oh, you've stolen my answer. That's pretty much what I was going to say.
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna Headland and Filoni, and then KK. Yeah,
Rennie.
I'd F Headland because she probably gives good girl head. I'd kill Filoni because I hate him the most. And I'd marry Kathleen Kennedy because she's the oldest and about to die and she's rich.
Oh, that's that's
very good.
Nice strategy.
Ian.
I'll marry all of them.
You bigamist.
You can't do that.
I'll marry all of them for
Catty?
their money. For their money.
Yeah, Catty.
I'd probably punch Kathleen Kennedy just because I hate her so much. I probably smash Headland. Just because I'd just be like, yeah, you like that dick? Yeah, you never had that dick before.
She definitely wouldn't enjoy it. That's for sure.
And then probably kill Filoni. Yeah, it's like nah. Be like, you should have worn that stupid hat of yours, you asshole.
Thank you, my friend.
All hat
Okay.
and no cattle.
I would just say we do not condone violence on this channel,
That's true.
Oh, I
but
thought we
possibly
did.
make an exception with this. Possibly. Okay.
The views of the.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Indeed. Shall we move on?
Move along.
Yes.
I think is it a sidestep? I don't know. No, it's something new.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Right, I'm going to try and read this, folks. This is Argyle director Matthew Vaughn did not expect those vitriolic bad reviews.
Well, he's an idiot then, isn't he?
I thought it was a fun, feel-good movie.
What do you know, mate?
We didn't make Citizen Kane, but fucking hell, then the reviews came out, and I'm like, wait, what have I done to offend these people? They were vitriolic. I'm not saying the movie's perfect by any means, but I didn't think it was offensive. That took me by surprise. I even went around to cinemas because I thought, maybe I've lost the plot now. It did rattle me. I'm genuinely scratching my head about that because you can't ignore it. It wasn't like brackets, just close brackets, a few bad reviews.
Well, listen, Mr. Matthew Vaughn, if you make a rubbish film and it's shit, then expect people to say it's shit because that film was shit. Unfortunately, I've seen it and it's terrible. You can see that the twist coming a mile away, mate. If you make a shit film, expect to get shit reviews, and don't moan about it either. Be a man about it. Put your big boy pants on. Take it and do another film. All right, mate. There you go. Some advice from the Mega Geek.
Yep.
Unpopular opinion. I didn't really care for the Kingsman sequel. I liked the Kingsman prequel, but I did not like the sequel. I didn't think it was great.
I think the bait and switch with Henry Cavill did not help at all.
I agree.
When it came to people reviewing that, they were expecting something very different that they did not get. And then, of course, I mean, there's some parts of the film that are okay, and then it just completely goes down the girl boss trail, and it's garbage.
Yeah, you didn't see that coming, did you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought the trailer looked great, and I was I was infused.
No, that's stupid. cat CGI. Come on.
Well,
Um,
that's
yeah, I
saying
could
that
forgive that. Matthew Vaughn, I like his movies.
I do too.
I've not seen this. I'm not going to watch it.
Matthew Vaughn is a hack.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
just
like X-Men First Class, and he directed that. So
oh, see, I liked X-Men First Class,
Yeah, that
but
one was
I
all right. Wasn't my
the- I
favorite, but-
right. I have to say though, I do agree with Rennie that I did not care for the sequel to Kingsman, but I did like the prequel. Also, I agree with R2 that the bait and switch with the Henry Cavill thing was such a bad decision because I thought Henry Cavill would be in way more of the movie. He's in like tops 10 minutes tops, and I'm all like, oh, what a bad
What?
decision. Yeah, him and that, what was her name, Dua Lipa. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, they should have made a movie with these two. I would have,
Oh, yeah.
I would have much more enjoyed it with these
Yeah.
two.
Instead,
characters.
what we had is a redheaded girl, overweight redheaded girl, screaming halfway through. Then suddenly we find
Right.
out
Bryce,
she's
Bryce
the key to
Dallas
everything.
Howard,
There you
isn't
go.
it?
Yeah, I lost
Imagine-
my memory.
Imagine
exactly.
a spy movie with two hot, fit people
right.
starring in it. I had to
Right.
say, what?
Dumpy.
Yeah.
Here you go, folks. Black Lives or Black Knives are wrenched for $2. He didn't make Citizen Kane. He made Citizen Pain.
You know what, right? It isn't
Yowza.
it isn't the worst film I've ever
Thank you,
seen
Manfred.
by no stretch.
Oh, no.
But it is very lazy. It's a very lazy written piece of nonsense, which you can see the twist coming a mile away. Again, why can't we have hot women on screen anymore? I don't understand, especially in
because you
something
would-
like this, especially
Because we wish it.
because we wish it, because you wish it. There you go.
yeah.
Right, okay, so okay, I'm not going to watch it, so let's
Yeah, don't bother.
Yeah.
never mind. He should have done Kick-Ass 3. Never mind.
Yeah, it should have done.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll quickly
Jackass.
quickly do this story. American Gladiators set for a reboot at Prime Video. We've
Why are
had
they
it
calling it American Gladiators, Ian?
because it is American Gladiators.
Yeah, but it's
That's what it
Gladiators
was.
in America, is it not?
No, it's American
No,
Gladiators.
it's American
It's always
Gladiators.
been
Yeah.
American
I thought we
Gladiators.
Yeah.
I thought we were the only ones that called it American Gladiators because
No.
obviously because
Nope.
of here. Oh,
Yep.
okay. I did not know.
That's
that.
always been the title. Is
Yeah.
American
Oh, okay.
Gladiators, yeah.
So why would it be considered a reboot instead of just like
Another
the show?
version.
Because it's
not like there's
Yeah,
a storyline, right?
yeah, there's no storyline. It's different people competing each show. I thought
Yeah.
so.
I think the main reason is because Gladiators was it was on the UK recently on BBC.
It
And
still
it was
is.
a hit. It was a
Yeah,
hit.
it's a huge hit. Yeah, huge.
It was a hit.
Why not call it a
BBC.
continuation or a later
Yeah.
season?
Yeah,
Because I mean,
yeah.
it's not a
Yeah.
story
Yeah.
specific.
BBC did a
new
program
version.
BBC did a program that actually entertained us.
Mm.
Admittedly, there was a couple of agenda moments in the
Mm.
program where I thought,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
off. But on the whole, entertaining. I love
On the
Gladi-
whole,
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm expecting the red, white, and blue to be replaced with the trans flag, but that's just me.
Oh. Yeah, 'cause it's
I,
on Prime Video, isn't it?
Mm.
I just wonder if people nowadays are too overly sensitive to where it's like, okay, you can't hit this person too hard and you can't do this too much. Oh, if they fall off, give them some time to get up. That's not what American Gladiators was like. It was about strongest competitor, not like, let's baby this person. And I feel like it's going to be more, let's baby these people. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
Yeah.
the UK version was pretty much like the old
Same,
version.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, lots
Well,
of
I only saw one
injuries.
episode. That was enough for me. That was enough. But I always thought it was called American Gladiator because we were England, like we call American football over here. So anyway, move along.
So you've
Sorry,
is
go
that
ahead.
is that the end of story now then, Ian? Okay.
What-
I'd rather,
Go
instead
on.
of this, I'd rather see a crossover between the what's it called again? That ninja.
Oh,
Soul
Ninja
Calibur.
Warrior, Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior in this.
That'd
That'd
be
be
fun.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Takeshi's Castle.
Takeshi's Castle's great. It's only good because of the commentary, isn't it?
Oh,
The
yeah.
stuff they do is rubbish, but the commentary is
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah.
Gladiators is a great program. I've always
is.
loved Gladiators.
it used to be
it
so
is-
much fun.
It has been off TV far, far too long.
I heard that Matt is training to be one of the gladiators, aren't you, Matt?
You know it. You know it any day now.
That would
I'd
be
go on that show.
amazing.
I would go on that show. I always loved it as a kid, and I can't like when they did the thing where you go through the maze. That was always my favorite one at the end.
Yeah.
No, I love this show.
Okay, let's move on then. So, great to see it back.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's not James Bond. It's Jeremy Renner. I thought it was James Bond.
Jeremy Renner refused to star in the third Mission Impossible movie just so they could kill my character. I was like, no, you don't get to do that. You're not going to drag me over there and just kill my character. Like, get out of here.
Who gives a shit? His character in the Bourne movies that he did, where it was centric around him, sucked. So who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus take the money.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand actors. Like I'm all like whatever I did, I just ride the money train to the bank. I'd be like one of these actors like Nicolas Cage. Do you want me to play, a janitor in, a retarded school? Fine, I'll do it. I don't care. Just give me the money. Just give me the money.
But the thing is, he
Exactly.
was in the third one. He was in the Mission Impossible. He had a cameo, didn't he? The one that he was in fully was the idea was he was going to take over from Tom Cruise, but then they quickly changed that idea.
Yeah.
And then the one that followed after that, when he had a little cameo in it, he wasn't fully in it. So I don't know what he's talking about here.
I don't get it at all.
I don't understand the logic here.
No.
So he wanted to avoid them killing off his character, so he killed off his character.
Exactly.
What?
So he just
I
walked
just-
away, and then his character
Yeah.
doesn't exist anymore.
So do you guys not kind of wonder, like, Jeremy Renner's like jobs have kind of dried up lately, especially since he got in that accident or whatever, what was it, a year or two ago?
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to gain some popularity and some attention and like, hire me, please. I need work. That's what I think
No,
this is
he's
about.
in a new show, isn't he? He's
He's in a new
um,
show, yeah.
on Netflix.
Kingstown, Mayor of
Netflix
Kingstown.
series, yeah.
Yeah. So he's in a new show. I do like him though. I think he's a really solid actor. But if Tom Cruise says, "Come back, we're going to kill your character off," and he offers you money, and you're an
Do it.
actor, then do it. Do you know
Yeah,
what is
just
the
do it.
problem here?
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't
he's
turn it down.
starring in
That's
other.
money.
Yeah. He's doing other shows. He's doing other things other than Mission Impossible. So why not do it?
Exactly.
Because it's Tom Cruise's royalty. If you suck up a bit, maybe he'll
Behave.
throw you another bone. Do you know what I mean? So
Behave.
Yeah.
just saying.
Okay. Here we go. Rust in
realize
peace.
that.
Is he fully recovered?
Yes.
More or less. Yeah. I had read a
Yeah.
story saying when he came back to do the next season of the Mayor of Kingstown that he basically said like he was wiped out. His energy was
There you go.
nowhere. So he still did his own stunts though. So, but yeah, he said he had a real hard time making it through each shooting day. But
Fat Lover. He got ploughed by Lady Gaga.
Did he?
Okay.
Did he really?
Did he?
What?
Oh dear.
That's
Don't
just
know.
nasty.
Did Lady Gaga have a nose job?
Didn't she?
Anybody?
Because it used to be a bit
Well-
bigger and have a little bit of a bump,
Yeah, I
right?
thought so.
That's
I thought
probably the
so.
least job she's had done, but let's move on.
Oh,
Okay.
are they
Oh,
doing
here we
a
go.
sequel?
Hashtag Edge of Tomorrow released this couple of days ago. 10 years ago.
It's a good film, but
10 years ago.
it's not one of those films that you would go, oh yeah, Edge of Tomorrow was released 10 years ago. It's not that kind of movie that you would literally go, oh yeah, that was a great movie. It was okay. It wasn't great. I don't know why there's a 10. Maybe they've got nothing to print. Culture cave.
Not very memorable for sure.
We go mid at best, Leslie.
Yeah. Sorry, Matt. What were you going to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say I thought the movie was so good. I love this movie. It's
Yeah,
so
I
fun.
like it as
It's
well.
like
It's okay.
I love it when they're jumping around with their little robot armor and everything, and they're
Yeah.
like flying, and you're like, it's like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon meets robots and everything. I love it. So
The only
Same
thing
I
with
want him to make a
Private Ryan as
sequel.
well.
Yeah, the thing about
Right.
it though, it had that very fast feel about it. The photography was just bland. There wasn't anything special about the photography.
Really?
The visual effects, yeah, I thought so. The visual effects was was passable at best, in my opinion. I just think it had that. It looked like everything was shot fast, if you know what I mean. There wasn't any focus on. That's what it felt like to me, anyway. So
shit
go
out
ahead.
in that film.
I was gonna say, insert GIF of Emily Blunt doing push-ups here.
Oh yeah, I like her. She's
peak Blunt. Yeah.
I like Tom Cruise as well. I think Tom Cruise he's a really
Mr. Cruise.
Mr. Cruise, of course. I think he's a really good action star, and I think he cares a lot about movies more so than his actual life, because he spends like 90% of his time making movies.
He just wants to
that's what I
entertain us.
think. Yeah, and I really respect that. I respect that, and I kind of think
he doesn't want to preach to us. He doesn't want to lecture us. He just wants to entertain us.
And I do feel sorry for him that the last Mission Impossible film didn't do very well, because he's one of the last people that just want to entertain audience.
Right on.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, let's move on.
Yes.
Today is the anniversary of the release of the most important Star Trek film ever made. Without this huge success, this movie, I believe, Trek would have ended in 1982. Well, it's ended, but only later. But Star Trek 2, everybody.
Yep. Call you bloodsucker.
Excellent film. Just brilliant. Excellent. Yeah,
it is. It's absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
Yes, it is a great film. It's not my personal favorite, but I can see why it's everyone else's favorite, just about.
Yeah. I know there's more than a few sort of purists who don't like where Nicholas Meyer took with a more militaristic direction with the uniforms and everything. I don't care. It is so well done. The story's told well. I love the more militaristic style of the uniforms. I love them tying it back to the original series, which was excellent.
Chekhov thing was a bit off, though, wasn't it?
But
he was just on the lower decks then.
No, but you heard the story about that, didn't you? So when everybody got the script, all the cast got the script, he read it, and he knew exactly.
Yeah,
they made a mistake.
He knew.
Did not want to say anything.
He didn't say anything.
It was a good part. Yeah, he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
It's a minor thing. Yeah.
I really think this film's terrific. The climax is so imaginative with the what is it, the Mutara, what do you call it, the cloud place,
Mutara Nebula.
I can't say it, but I just thought it was very imaginative, and it was great. It was like two submarines trying to find each other. It was fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Brilliant.
The score is fantastic.
Yes,
excellent.
James Horner. James Horner's first. Yeah,
it's magnificent. It hits all the right all the right notes along the way. It really adds to the film a lot. And of course, we have the death of Spock and how well and incredibly well handled that was at the end of the film.
ILM
did
some magical special effects.
Still
look amazing now.
I'm a huge fan of James Horner. I remember him being interviewed. I've listened to everything that he said, and he said before he did this, he asked to be in the room with the greats like John Williams and Jerry Goldsmith and stuff like that. So while John Williams was doing stuff for, I can't remember, whatever he's doing stuff, he was in the room learning from John Williams, learning from Jerry Goldsmith. Nice. So when it came to him, because this was a big thing for him, this is the first time he was doing a feature. When it came to Wrath of Khan, he had his act down, man, because of those two greats. So there you go.
It's a great movie, folks. It's a great movie. It's 42 years. 42 years.
Damn.
Yeah. One of the very first times they used CGI as well on the planet.
The Genesis video that you see in there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. All released June of 1984. So we had Ghostbusters, Karate Kid, Star Trek 3, Search for Spock.
Brilliant.
Gremlins. Is that, which one is that?
The first one.
First one.
Okay.
Yeah, the very first one.
What's the one on the bottom left?
That's Bachelor Party.
Bachelor Party.
Brilliant film.
What's the next one?
Rhinestone. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's
Conan
the Destroyer.
And Streets of Fire. Nobody remembers Streets of Fire. I'm the only one that remembers Streets of Fire.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's a great movie. It's Water Hill. It's a fable. It's an action fable. It's really good. Yeah, remember I was telling you about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It flopped big time, but it's if you ever catch the movie, it's worth your time.
Okay, it
Very
says there
macho.
what is your top 3, but we'll ask top 1 favorite one. So Palps.
Oh, I mean, I don't like all of these, but it's a toss-up between Ghostbusters, Star Trek 3, and Gremlins, and I think Ghostbusters might edge the other two.
Right.
R2.
There's some great films here. I'm gonna have to go with Ghostbusters. This is one of my all-time favorite films. It's massively great comedy. I love Star Trek 3. I love Gremlins. I love The Karate Kid, but Ghostbusters. If I had to just forget the rest of these movies and they never existed, I'd have to go with Ghostbusters.
But it says 3. Pick your best 3.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
I'm
say, are we just
asking,
doing
I'm
the
asking
one?
top 1.
Oh, top 1. Okay.
Week.
Week.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
it
be
says
here all
3.
day, though, won't we?
Uh,
Go on, Rennie. Favorite.
If I only were to pick one, I would say Ghostbusters, but I will be real honest. As stupid and cheesy as it is, I absolutely love Rhinestone, and it cracks me up every time I watch it. So, unpopular opinion, but still.
Oh, we've got one for you, Rennie. Rhinestone. I must remember that one. Every time you pull out Barry, we'll pull out Rhinestone. Here you
It's
go.
funny. It's a stupid movie, but it's so funny.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna remind you about Bachelor Party.
Okay, look, we'll go back to the top then. Palps, favorite one and the runner-ups, please.
Kipling, where are you? He's gone out.
Brown, you got drowned out then. What did you say?
Oh, favorite movie and then 1 and 2.
I think I just mentioned actually. Ghostbusters my fave.
Yeah.
2 is Search for Spock. 3 is Gremlins.
Okay, R2, did you give us your?
Oh, if it was top 3, or I said Ghostbusters would be my number 1, but yeah.
2? What's number 2?
If number 2 out of this would have to be Star Trek 3. Yeah, and then if I were gonna go with number 3, Gremlins and Karate Kid. Karate Kid was a bigger part of my childhood, so I'm gonna have to go with Karate Kid.
Rennie, what are yours again?
Ghostbusters, Star Trek, and probably Karate Kid. I just had to give an honorable mention to Rhinestone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian?
Star Trek 3, because it was
What
so
surprise?
fucking awesome. Karate Kid, because it was a very original film. It was like
That's the
Rocky,
end that
but it was
gets me every
unlike
time.
Rocky. And it was very clever as well for its time, especially the
Yeah.
wax on stuff. I never saw that coming. And then Ghostbusters, which is absolutely one of the best comedies of that year, or of the 80s, tell you the truth. So there you go.
Catty?
Ghostbusters is number 1, and then it's Gremlins, and then it's Bachelor Party.
Oh, I love Bachelor Party.
I love Bachelor Party. I
Bachelor
love at the
Party's
end when
great.
they get on the bus and they drive through that movie theater and everybody's like, hey, and everything, because it's like a 3D movie. And that woman gets punched in the face. I laugh every time. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's absolutely hilarious.
You're the best around.
Sweep the leg.
No one's ever going to get you down. You're the
That
best.
song was originally for Rocky. You know that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes, but it
I
just
got
fit
kicked
Karate
out.
Kid
Yeah,
better.
Big Karate Kid better. Yeah.
I'm getting the chills now with Karate Kid. I love Karate
Yeah,
Kid.
it's a great film.
Oh,
Yeah.
the end gets me every time. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm going to say Star Trek 3, Karate Kid, and I think I'm probably going to go Gremlins.
Oh,
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
This man has no dick. Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. And Star Trek. You Klingon bastard.
It's,
There you go.
it's
because you wish it.
Because
Yeah.
you wish it.
No, I will
Karate Kid and
say-
Star Trek 3 close, but I like Trek. But
Yeah.
I saw somebody
Yeah.
say in the chat that Conan kind of got forgotten. I actually thought that was a really good movie. It's
Yeah.
not going to hit my top 3, so I just wanted
Yeah.
to say it actually is an enjoyable film.
we've got super chat, folks. MJuke84 wrenched for 2 Canadian woke dollars. I was released in 1984 as well.
Wow.
Very good.
Wow.
So was my
good.
sister. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. I'm looking at the release dates
Thanks so much, Ed.
for these films from June of that year, and I see Star Trek 3 came out the same date as Streets of Fire and Once Upon a Time in America, which is
Yeah.
not mentioned here. That's a pretty
Yowza.
decent film, pretty good film. And then the next week, Ghostbusters, Gremlins and Top Secret, all released on
Oh.
June 8th.
Mm.
Same
It's
day.
Conan the Destroyer, apparently.
Yeah,
Do you
Conan
know,
the Destroyer.
just a little bit of history about Karate Kid. They auditioned a lot of people to play Mr. Miyagi, and one agent recommended Pat Moriarty, and at that time he was a comedian, you know, and the producers was like, Pat Moriarty, what, that guy from Happy Days? No way. And anyway, he walked in, he did a reading and blew them all away, and he got the part. So there you go.
Didn't Shooty Gatswa blow them all away? There you go. Wolfsbane for $2. Which one, Zoolander or Don't Mess with the Zohan?
I must say that Don't Mess with the Zohan I thought was much funnier than Zoolander.
What?
Truth.
No
Yes.
way.
Yeah, I think
Zoolander all the
absolutely
way.
hilarious.
Zoolander's way funnier.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
At least
think
I
so.
think so.
Zoolander all the way. I think you need to go to Derek Zoolander's school for kids who can't read good and want to do other good stuff good too. And then you'll see that it's better.
I did like Zoolander though, but I laughed more with the Zohan thing. Laughed more. There you go.
I've not seen any of them.
Have you seen Zoolander?
You've never seen
Zoolander's
Zoolander?
funny.
Not
It's
my.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Just not my bag, as it were. Okay.
You're too busy eating a bag of dicks. You need to go and watch Zoolander instead.
I'm just going to go watch Ghostbusters 2 more times. I don't want to watch either of those films again. I did not like either of them.
Really?
They were no.
What's wrong with you?
No.
The days of when every movie came out was just incredible, and we're lucky that we get
Right.
one a year now.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's move on.
Move along.
Okay, Eric. How do you pronounce his name?
Kripke.
Yeah.
Says he has the ending for The Boys already planned. You can't build a show that's about these two forces of Homelander and Butcher slowly closing in on each other without bringing that to an end.
But they say this one's not going to be the end.
Yeah, it's
No,
got, I think it's. Didn't they say one more season?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think
One
he's
or two
saying this
more, yeah.
season will be the end. I think he just knows what the end is.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's out. Is it next? Yeah, month's time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it premiered this month, and
Yeah,
the
I think-
last episode is next month.
Yeah, I thought it was this at the end of this month also.
Hmm. Yeah.
Isn't there's a lot of stuff dropping in July? Or am I getting my dates mixed up?
I mean,
Probably, 'cause I'm thick.
not necessarily. I mean, this is the time to do it. So to drop
Chat,
it.
help us out. When is this? When's season 4 out? Is it this month or next month?
I thought
I'm
Amazon said
boomerang.
it was into this month.
Okay. Who's still invested in The Boys? Anybody?
I
Me?
am.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
What's his
It's
name?
like June 13th.
Isn't he?
See,
June
there you go.
13th.
Next weekend.
Yep. This week
Yes.
with a 3-episode premiere, looks like.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Can you hear my chair?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do hear your chair.
You about to pull Rakita on your stream?
No,
Oh,
no
no.
way. I will say, guys, if you want to help this old fella out, there's a GoFundMe. I need a new chair, folks.
Yeah.
Look, if you stop wanking, then it won't squeak. for God's
That's
sake.
right.
It's so hard though. No pun intended.
Okay, so this is out this week then. Oh, great.
You said that about the Acolyte. Look at how that turned out.
What a week to be alive. We've got some really shite TV this week.
Oh, the boys should
Honestly,
be fun.
The Boys is a fun show. Like the second season took a dip, but the third season was redeemable. And I don't know. For anyone who's actually read the comic, it's fairly close to the comic book. So I like what they've done with it so far. I mean, not everything's going to be exactly the same, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah, I am interested because I did read the comic book. I am interested to see where because the comic book ends.
It's pretty gruff, man.
Yeah, they've
No
changed
spoil-
a couple
no
things,
spoil.
but
Yeah.
Black Noir is back for this season, so I'm just curious as
I'm
to how
curious.
they're gonna. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I'm like, what are they gonna do here? What's going on? Because they did
Oh.
change that from the comic.
Also, Rennie,
Yeah.
remember you said that who's the girl that had the plastic surgery?
Oh yeah.
Remember you
Wait.
said she had
we'll
plastic
find
surgery.
out, won't we? Yeah.
So
Which
we'll
one?
We'll
find
know for
out
sure.
if she did
Starlight.
have plastic
Starlight.
surgery.
Yep.
Oh yeah, okay, I totally forgot about that already.
Contouring.
So she says she had makeup, and that's why she looked like that.
She looked like
And-
she had cheek fillers and all this
Right,
other
right,
shit done
right.
because she
Contouring.
is
No.
she was a cute young lady, and
Yeah,
it's like
pretty,
now
yeah.
she
Yeah.
looks old and overly skinny with fuller cheeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
Amazing.
got
but Rennie,
looks like-
we'll find out, right? We'll find out
Yep.
when we see this. We'll see whether she's had
Yeah.
that stuff, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she looks
Super
like
Chat-
Ozempic face, but without Ozempic. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
or
god.
somebody who had Instagram surgery. Yeah.
Super chat, if I may. Common people wrenched for £2. Real money, allegedly, folks. New wanking chair fund.
right. Yeah.
Oh, so I thought that said wanking chair fluid for a second, and I was
Whoa.
really disturbed.
Oh dear.
Brown
Here
has
we
way
go.
too much fun in that chair.
It's
Probably all
fucked.
crusty and shit.
It is actually. It's fucked. It's fucked. Okay. Shall we? We'll do a quick chat. Here you go. Bush McFadden, hello, my friend. Erin Moriarty was so gorgeous. Girl next door, classic beauty. Now she looks like the other Hollywood lizards. Such a shame.
Yeah, she was so cute.
Well, let's
Yeah.
find out.
Yep.
Let's find out.
We'll
If-
know for
if
sure.
she's-
Well, very
know for
soon.
We
sure,
will,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, and then we'll be like, "Told you so, Ian."
Yeah. Well. Let's find out. Rennie.
Harry.
Let's
I know.
find out. All right. We'll see.
It's awfully suspicious. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Might be just makeup, Rennie.
Oh, just stop.
Pat Moriarty's daughter. So we did there. Very good. Okay, let's. I think it's a sidestep. Kind of a sidestep.
It's a sidestep. What's
As
that?
Vaughn's showrunner, I need some new glasses as well. I'm fucked, everybody. Eric Kripke
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
says he's fine losing the viewers who just figured out his social agenda. Go watch something else.
Now, see, that makes me not want to watch it
Yeah.
because
I
he's
hate
being
when
a
people say
dickhole.
Yeah, I
Go
hate when
touch
people say
grass.
that. Yeah, because it's like fine, I'll watch it, but it won't be on Amazon. I'll tell you that right now. So
Mhm.
Rawr, rawr.
yeah,
I have a friend that can send me the episodes. So
yeah. So I just want to be all,
Rawr,
I just want to be like, oh, and why would you want to be all like, don't watch my stuff? Like, do you? I'm sorry, do you not enjoy the views and the money that you get from this nonsense? Like, I'm all like when people make movies and they're like, don't see my movie. What? Don't you want your movie to do well? Like,
see,
it's such a stupid thing to say.
These are ideologues, though. These are ideologues.
What does
and
that mean?
They do not care if you like what they have to say or not. They're going to say it, and then they're fine if you don't listen to them.
Is it
You don't
because
watch
they
those
will
channels.
get their money from Amazon anyway, so they
Yep.
don't care? Right, okay.
probably.
So that's
Yep.
a lot to do with it.
Yeah, plus I go, listen, I may not agree with you, but if I watch your stuff and you make a good point, then maybe I might see your point, even though I don't agree with you. But for you to just go, if you don't like what I have to say, then don't watch my stuff. All right, fine. I
Buy
won't.
Mike stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, fine, I won't then, fuckface. I'm
Yep.
like,
Yeah, here's a bag of dicks.
yeah, you can suck it.
Here you go, Lord Wahoo. Wahoo! Russell T. Davis and Shuti Gatwa said the same thing about Dr. Watts. They are currently having the worst viewership in the show's history.
Yeah, but they don't care.
Boom. Have that.
They
Exactly.
don't
Yeah.
care because
They've
they're
been
in
paid.
charge.
Yeah,
And
they've
do you
been
know
paid.
what? Right? It's probably going to go for a third season. Doctor Who.
Oh, no.
It's probably going to go for a third season because that's how spiteful these people are. And they're not. It doesn't matter how many people watch it either. They're being backed by BlackRock and these companies that want
Mhm.
to change attitudes or whatever, some nonsense like that. So expect more of this crap.
Why, you say Black Rock.
Whatever it is, wherever that company.
Why isn't it called, say,
White Rock? No, that'd be bad.
Rainbow Rock?
Oh, I thought you were going to go somewhere completely different with
I
that.
know, me too. I thought he was going to use a PC term or something.
Right.
So.
I thought he was going to be talking about the real BBC. If you...
Yeah. I don't Plus,
Nice.
wouldn't it be better if they did some like self-reflection and just be a little bit more humble about this situation? Be like, listen, just watch my show, tell me what you guys think and everything, but don't judge it before you see it. And then when you see it, you'd be like, yeah, this sucks and everything.
Yeah.
I do not understand the mentality of if you don't like what I have to say, then don't watch my show. I do not understand that mentality. I really don't.
But you know what's really sad is that they can have their cake and eat it if they want to put this stuff in there. Be very subtle. Put it in there, right, so that we can enjoy it and they can enjoy it. Find the middle instead of you know what's really annoying is that they know they're wrong. If they believe that they were all right, they'll be creating their own shows with this agenda in it. But they're not. What they're doing is they're going to the popular stuff and they're destroying it out of spite because they have nowhere to go.
It's completely on purpose. Yeah.
And for that's the reason why I won't watch any more Doctor Who. And probably if this turns into a shit fest as well, I won't watch this anymore. Yeah, because I know what they're doing.
We all do, mate. Here you go. Super chat from Common People. £5, real money, folks. You know shit's about to go down when Mega says, you know what, right?
You know what, right?
You know what,
You
right?
said it wrong.
You know what, right?
Good luck, everybody. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be watching it while I'm munching on my toast.
And dicks.
While I'm munching on my toast. Okay.
My leg stick.
While I'm munching on my toast. William Smith says it's harder to convince audiences to go to movie theaters when TV shows can now deliver such high quality at home. The definition of a hit is still pretty much the same. Essentially, it's just harder to get one.
Well, it's harder to get one
That's
because
a
the
hit.
fact the writing is such shit anymore. But I don't know about you guys. I prefer the movie going experience for movies if I can.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoy that very much so.
Same here.
Yep.
Much rather watch it in cinemas because you've got loads of other people there, and that kind of vibration you get from everyone else is something you cannot replicate in a private environment unless you've got about 20 other people around to watch something. And
an awesome surround sound system.
Yeah, exactly. You can't beat the sound. You can't beat as long as there's not idiots in the cinema with you throwing stuff around and being, getting the phones out.
I don't know. I quite like people on the phones in the cinema. That's really.
Oh yeah.
That's aggravating as hell.
And also, if you're not sitting in the front row, because that's just the worst experience ever. But apart from that, I genuinely love going to the cinema.
IMAX.
I always have loved going to the cinema. It's just I don't know whether it's our generation or what, but there's something you still get that buzz when you walk into a place and you're waiting, anticipating the movie coming, and you get your treats and you get your snacks and whatever, and it's just a treat for yourself. It's just an overall treat, an event, and you don't call putting on your socks and pajamas and going loafing on the sofa and holding up the remote an event, do you?
The one thing I hate about cinema is that
other people going
that too, and also the adverts. You buy your big popcorn and you get your drink and you sit there, and by the time the adverts are finished, you've gone halfway through your popcorn. So you're really annoyed,
though, aren't you?
You're really annoyed when the film starts. You
I take it your favorite flavor is salty.
No, it isn't. It's sweet.
We don't have that here. We just have salty. So I'll take it and add a butt ton of butter.
I try to avoid it.
Yeah.
No, you're right. And you know what they introduce in the cinema now? Because the Americans are doing it. They basically. So when I ordered a sweet popcorn, went to see Planet of the Apes. They said, "Do you want some M&Ms on that?" I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
and he
I
goes,
know.
"Yeah, we put M&Ms on the popcorn now."
No.
Like,
you mix it into
do you want
popcorn?
some monkeys and monkeys on that?
See, I do. I kind of do that. I get Milk Duds and I put them.
The Milk Duds is the classic.
Yeah,
but
I like salty with mine.
So they now sell the popcorn with the M&Ms on top of it now. That's what they do.
Interesting.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what flavor Brown's popcorn is. It always comes out salty, doesn't it, Brown?
Especially when he's there with his tutor.
More salty than anybody's.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
The movie going experience has changed a lot for me. Just having kids. Part of
Right.
the problem is that going to the movies, one, you have to pay for tickets for everybody.
So true.
And it's incredibly expensive.
It
So going
It
to
is.
see a film, it just doesn't happen as often. I'm actually kind of a home theater buff, so I have a really nice setup here. So
what?
we really enjoy watching films at home more often than we get to go to the theater.
I totally resonate with that. Like
And also-
I have to go see Inside Out 2 in a couple of weeks or whatever, and it's going to be a small fortune to take my
It
children
is, isn't
and my
it?
wife.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it when my son, he didn't, because last year he didn't have school on Fridays, and he'll go to like anything, and my daughter, she doesn't like live action movies, so me and him would go, and it would be like, boys club. But now I'm all like, shit, I got to take everybody, and it's so much money, it's like ridiculous. It's like so much.
Yeah, tickets and drinks and popcorn for a family of 4. You're talking $90.
Yeah, and I get like,
What?
we get like, everybody gets one candy each.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, and me,
You
I
need to
usually
get a
get
smaller
pizza.
family, mate.
Yeah,
We're
I
all
just-
sharing one popcorn, and it's still $90.
But when you do what we used to do in the old days, go to the supermarket and get a
Yes,
shit
we
load of
still-
stuff.
What do you mean
stick it
old
in your
days? Still
bag.
do it.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
still do it?
I
And
should,
then
I should do that.
Pop down Asda, get your sweets, walk in. Anyway,
we used to do that a lot, all the time.
Okay. This is a sidestep.
Mm. Oh,
Mm.
that looks like when I went to see the last Star
That's-
Wars movie.
Yeah, that's the people watching Bad Boys Die. Everybody.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm-
Because the reason why is because Will Smith he insulted someone, didn't he?
He
He should have
slapped
been
what's his
arrested.
face.
Yeah, he should have been
Yeah.
arrested. And he didn't get arrested. Weird.
Yeah,
And he won an
I would've-
Oscar on that day as well.
I do want to see this movie. It's just, it came out this weekend and it was just not possible.
Not interested.
Oh, I
not
liked
interested.
I liked all
Yeah,
3
me
of them so
neither.
far. So I do want to see it. I just I couldn't see it this weekend. It
I'll
was
tell you what, I'll go and see it if Martin Lawrence loses some weight. for God's sakes. That's when
Whoa,
I'll go.
welcome to fat shaming on
he
Mr.
doesn't
Brown
look
Alliance.
he doesn't look that big in the trailers for this movie. Like maybe he got it after.
Well, it is widescreen though, isn't it?
That
Oh,
is-
boy, alone.
Welcome to Body Shaming by Ian
Welcome to
Brown.
Super Chats from Wayland Bethifeth. Wrenched for $2. Show that Fozzie Brown ass. I will, but
We're
when
probably sick in our mouths if he does do that. That's not good.
I'll show it when I'm good and ready.
Mm.
Weak.
Yeah, it's gonna cost more than $2.
Weak.
You gotta throw out some more.
You're
Those
right,
were-
Artie, because when you go to the cinema, you end up spending 150 quid.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
incredibly expensive for a family. of
Those
4.
chairs look really comfortable.
Oh yeah, and they
Yeah, right.
lean back. I've taken many
Oh,
a
yeah.
nap at the movie theater.
I mean, the movie going
Yeah, but that's a
experience.
waste of money.
It is
Yeah.
a waste of money, but it's so hard when you're sitting there and you're watching I'm trying to think of the last movie I watched where I was just like, oh, it was Madam Web. I fell asleep during a little bit of it. My wife had to wake me up. I was like, I gotta sit up. I was like, I'm and everything. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've taken many a nap.
I mean, the movie going experience has gotten better over the past 20 years. I mean, really, the theaters are
amazing.
nice, the
Yeah,
screens
yeah.
are good. They're usually, I mean, at least around here, they're relatively clean. There's definitely some things like people playing with their phones and stuff like that, but it's a pretty good experience. It's just crazy expensive.
I'm still surprised that in the cinemas in the UK, nobody does that. Yeah, you might get the odd idiot and they get shouted down, but nobody, when the lights go down, no one is on where I am. No one gets on their phone. It's really weird.
Yeah.
We had
They
one
better
guy
not.
last night that did, and everybody just like stared daggers at him and told him to knock it off, and he did. So it's nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't Tyrone, was it?
No, when he busted out his, I'm like, what the fuck? You're being like that other guy.
Okay,
He's like,
let's
oh,
move
sorry.
on then.
Really funny that the
That
people
was a
talking
joke.
about
That was a joke. By the
Yeah.
way.
the people talking about it being too loud in the theaters. Genuinely, this was a problem. My son had some sensory issues when he was younger. We could not go to the theaters. It was so loud. He would not. He would freak out, and we could
It's-
not stay and watch a film. We had to just watch him at home. Yeah.
See, the weird
it is
thing is,
crazy loud.
I feel like they have toned that down and actually turned the volume down compared to
Really?
whenever I was younger. Yeah, I actually find it
What?
quite disappointing within the last like 10
It's
years. I feel like they've
louder.
kind of gone down on the decibels in the movies. That's just me.
Okay,
So.
when I went to see Dune 2, I went by myself to see it, but I was
Was
there
it
with a pretty
June?
decent crowd. I was there with a pretty decent crowd, and there were actually a couple next to me that got up and left the theater during the film because they could not take how loud it was in the IMAX
We
theater.
had
It
I
was so
was
boomy and shaky and
Yeah.
everything, and they were like, "We can't do this." So I
we
couldn't
had
do it.
in our theatre there was a farting speaker because it
Oh,
had been
no.
blown out. It's fucking annoying. We've got a super chat, folks. Flav for £10, real money allegedly, folks. This was a point they were making on, I assume this is Midnight's Edge stream. Movies used to be an everyman event. It was never the elite, like high-end theatre opera, but it's becoming as expensive.
Yeah, that is so true. That's so true.
Yeah.
It's because the films don't make any money, and the theaters only make money on the food and concessions.
The
don't they?
theatres are in the middle of
Mm,
it, aren't they? Because
yeah.
I feel sorry for the theatres because they want to put films in that people want to see, and they're getting shafted like the rest of
Yeah.
us.
That's the reason why they've got the 80s film 25th anniversary of this and the 50th anniversary
Yep.
of that.
Okay.
Yeah. And
And
if you
also
look at
the
the
Indian films as well. This
Star
Hey,
Trek
Brown,
3 on Friday, everybody.
yeah,
Brown,
if you
I
go
think
back,
you
go
missed
ahead.
a super chat before this one.
Did I?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, you mean this one from Mega Spider-Man.
Yes.
Wrenched for €2. Best and worst Smith film,
That's easy.
and why to each?
That's
Quickly.
easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Go on then.
It's that stupid film where he had his younger self running around with really bad visual effects.
Gemini.
That
something or
one,
other.
absolute rubbish.
That was the
Total
best
rubbish.
one? Oh.
The worst. That was the worst.
Anyone else?
I'm trying to think.
Independence Day. I like Independence
I
Day.
love that.
Just a big sci-fi popcorn.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it-
Love it.
ridiculous
Yeah, great
popcorn
one.
film. Yep.
Yeah, either I'd have to say my favorite is either Independence Day or iRobot.
That's worse. Best worst Smith film.
Oh,
says.
best. But well, I mean, my
Best
best.
worst.
Oh,
Worst.
best worst. Okay, then best worst is I really hated Aladdin. I don't know if that counts as his movie, but
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It
I
does count as
really
this movie.
like. I
Well,
really hated it.
Yeah.
I think
well,
it does mean
After
and
Earth.
worst, right?
No, it says best plus worst.
plus
Oh, I
Y to
see.
Yeah, best
E.
and worst and why.
Right,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So-
Plus, I really hated After Earth. That was such a shit.
Oh, that
movie.
was terrible.
Yeah, after that, that would have to be my worst of the ones that I've seen. It was
those weird accents.
Bad.
Like,
Oh,
Swappers.
I haven't seen many of his. I tend to generally avoid them because he just annoys me. But I thought Men in Black was the
Yeah, I
best
like that.
thing of it.
Yeah.
And the worst, I hated Independence Day.
What?
but I
Wait,
was-
what?
Was that
I
the
hated it.
experience though for you?
It was well, that was part of it, but I just thought the film was just so dumb that it hurt me physically. So
I think it was
couldn't-
meant to be, but anyway.
oh god, I just couldn't. I couldn't with that film. And then, but the worst one was that Shark's Tale, was it, that he was in? He did the voiceover,
Cartoon.
Oh, yeah,
cartoon.
Yes.
which I just thought was just one of the worst things I ever had to sit through in my entire life. It was kind of that era when Pixar type movies were all the rage, and everyone was releasing one. So like, and a bunch of friends I was with at the time all felt obliged to go and see it. And we thought, oh, we're going to get another Pixar quality type movie, and I just like shook my head throughout the entire film, wishing I was dead. So that's probably the worst
Oh
for me.
dear.
Mm.
Let's move on. It's a sidestep, everybody. I think it's a
Well-
sidestep.
Okay.
What? Go on.
I don't think everybody got to say their best and worst, but
Did I miss somebody? Go on. Who did I miss? Sorry.
me. I actually really it's a tie between Men in Black and ID for Independence Day for me. And then yes, I would because I really love both of those movies. And then the After Earth movie sucked butt. Sorry.
Yeah, I would say, I might go with sort of a dark horse with my favorite, The Pursuit of Happiness. That was a more serious film that he did, and I actually really enjoyed that movie. But I do like the first Men in Black. Very, very good movie.
Black Lives or Black Knives? Wrenched. Brown skipped over the woman. Wow.
Nice.
Based.
That film you just mentioned just now, the one, what is it? The Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
But that's based in a true story. The first
Yes.
time I saw it, I thought it was a good movie. Second time I saw it, it just seemed everybody was trying to win an Oscar in that film. The acting seemed forced the second time round.
It is a bit of Oscar bait, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's sidestep then. So we've got the empty seats.
Mm-hmm.
Box office. It was huge.
Will Smith's Bad Boys 4 delivers huge victory for actor with 56 million US debut, 104.6 million globally. That's not bad.
That's a
is it?
victory?
I think in 2024
Is
it is.
it? Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
yeah, I'm like,
bad.
it's
Well, how much
not
did the film?
considered
Find out how much
bad.
the film cost. How much did the film
Yeah.
cost?
700 million.
Yeah, the
It was
reported
catering for Andrew Lawrence.
the reported production budget is 100 million. So
Is this?
if
is
you're
this-
if you're looking at that and you're thinking, it's got to be 2x, 3x to actually make its money back, 3x usually because we need to have everything for marketing and whatnot added in, it's not going to get anywhere close.
So,
Yeah,
in
so I
other
wouldn't
words,
call that a victory then.
yeah. In other words, Hollywood reporters just putting something out because they got nothing to put out. And
It did really well on the weekend compared to other things, but overall, and in making its money back, not great.
Do you think it's just going to fall off a cliff, isn't it, second week?
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe they all came to see if Martin Lawrence lost weight.
Oh my god, not
They
again.
probably didn't.
Welcome to bitchy comments on Mr. Brown Alliance.
Well, again, right? These movies don't impress me at all. They just seem to be a mess when you watch them. There's no constructive flow to them at all. Especially the second one was worse. The first one was okay because they were trying really, really hard to make it work, and it did work. Second one was just like a big mess. The third one was even worse. Oh my god! And the one where he's really fat was just rubbish.
Is it because he's black?
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Jesus. Flav, say the words, Ian.
It was shite. Shit.
So Tom in the chat, Tom has some thoughts. Was asking when did we start saying that break even was 3x? Well, the marketing is considerably more expensive than it used to be, and when it comes to taking in money from the international box office, depends on the agreements, but most of the time they get to keep much less than half of that.
But but we're forgetting about streaming, aren't we? So they probably done a lot of pre-sales on this. So even though it's made 56 million at the box office and it costs X amount, maybe with pre-sales they know that it's going to go over the line.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It may not be 3x. Every film is going to be a little bit different depending on what their marketing budget was and everything. But yeah, it's usually close to 2.5 to 3 to make
Ian, you've got a song to sing.
What is it? What's the song? I don't know.
That don't impress me much.
Oh, I don't even know that song.
Shania
You
Twain.
do.
I don't, and even if I do, I wouldn't sing it anyway. So there you go. But I mean, come on. I think
come on, Ian, sing.
No, but come on, Martin Lawrence, man. What, you can't make the effort just to lose some weight? For God's sakes, what's wrong with you? Seriously. I mean, look at Will Smith. Will Smith's made the effort. For God's sakes, Martin Lawrence. My God, what's wrong with you? Anyway.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Deadpool and Wolverine will have a runtime of 2 hours, 7 minutes. It's the longest Deadpool film ever. Wasn't been 2, but
Yay.
are we getting value for money then?
I'm excited.
I saw the last 2 last week, so I'm up to speed. So when I see this,
I'm just curious as to how they're going to fit everything in that they keep dropping rumors or about in the film. I don't know how they're going to fit it all in, but I am excited about it being a big one. So we'll see.
That's what she said. A big one, folks.
But I remember seeing
Okay.
the trailer, right? And his girlfriend was in it. I'm like, but in the second one, she died. It's like she's back
No.
alive.
No, well, did you watch the whole second one? Because he went
Yeah, I
back in
did.
time and brought her back.
Oh, of course, a credit
He
sequence.
used Cable's like little watch scene.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
I think I might need to rewatch second one.
Second one was okay. First one was brilliant.
Cable was
Second one.
excellent.
Second one wasn't as good as the first one.
Josh Brolin was the highlight of the second one, to be honest. He was
Was
great
it
in
ripped? Ripped AF, yes.
Yeah, but like he was just great in it.
Have you seen the PG-13 cut that they did?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was shit.
What? Oh, I really liked the PG-13 cut with the little
I'm sorry.
inserts. Oh, come on. It was fun.
We need like, the gritty like crassness of Deadpool to resonate throughout the movie for me.
Dolph Lundgren should have been Cable.
He's too old.
Too old.
Yeah. He was a great He-Man back in the day, but he's too old to be Cable now.
He-Man's very problematic now, isn't it? Let's move on.
Because the words he and man put together, maybe?
Why?
Sean Levy is in early talks to direct Avengers 5.
Yeah, but didn't they offer? Isn't this the second time they offered him this movie? Like he said no the first time, and I'm all like,
yeah.
I'm all like, yo, he said no. So
and they're probably like, pretty please.
But they offered him. They offered him a bag of dicks before. Maybe they're offering him some money this time around.
Plus, I also go, you guys are like really like hankering for Sean Levy to do this movie, but what movie did he do that was just so gosh darn amazing that you really want him to do this?
Deadpool
movie?
3.
I mean, yeah, but okay, take out Deadpool 3 because we haven't seen it yet. But other than that, there's nothing like that. Like Free Guy was all right, but I just go, other than that, I can't think of a movie that he did that I go,
why?
Well, go to Sean Levy.
Matt,
What is no? Tell me why.
Because no other director wants to do a Marvel film.
Exactly.
I mean, that's...
Is that what it is?
Well,
yes, exactly.
Let me ask you guys this. Is anybody interested or wanting Avengers 5 to come out? I mean, anyone interested in seeing that, to be honest?
Yeah,
really.
I know.
Who even knows? Who knows what it's going to actually be? Because obviously they had to throw. That was the previous rumors where they were trying to get him to do the Kang Dynasty film or whatever, which was going to be the next Avengers, and he waved that one off, as far as I know. And
they've blown it, folks. They've blown it.
If you were doing the Avengers movie, you have to put superheroes in there that people want to see. As it stands now, all the heroes they're suggesting is going to be in Avengers 5. Nobody
That's what I'm
wants
saying. There's no interest in it. And like I said, to be honest, Endgame just killed it for me. I'm like, oh, this was shit. Thanks for all those years of wasted Marvel watching. So,
well, if you need to have great heroes, then there's what you can do is just put all of them in it.
Yay! I should do sorry, Ian, I'll just say I should do a t-shirt just say nope.
How many was in the Avengers originally? How many superheroes? It was Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow, and Hawkeye, wasn't it? So that's
I was going to
7.
say, I think it was about
7. So if
I thought
you
it
have
was like
to
5 or 6, but you
no,
could be
7,
right. It's been a while.
7. So if you had to do Avengers 5, what 7 would you put in the Avengers?
Why couldn't you have 5 in it?
Yeah, or 5. I mean, I would put Ant-Man in definitely because I think Paul Rudd is very funny, and I think they haven't really done anything great with him. He needs to be more in the film, and I would definitely have a Thor in it.
Right.
But Thor as Thor, and I'll definitely ditch the idea of the Dr. Hulk, wherever it is, and get the Hulk.
Oh,
back.
the Professor.
The Professor
so
Hulk.
Stupid.
Yeah.
So
Dumbest
that's just
version
ridiculous. Yeah, and then
I agree.
and then get Hawkeye back in it without the stupid woman in the TV show. Do you know what I mean? Those 4 now, you could literally make something good with those 4 and add Captain Marvel in there, but don't have her such a bitch.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Do you guys remember when, at least in the comics, Spider-Man and Wolverine wound up being part of the Avengers? We'll never see
Yeah.
that, but they were actually halfway decent Avengers. They didn't last super long,
Yeah.
but it made the comics fun. So
Yeah. And also in the film, you'd have them have a devastating defeat in the middle of the movie and only to have a great victory towards the ending. That's how you have to do it. Not this crap with no free plot thing in the screenplay or anything, like just trundling along. You've got to have stakes in the film, haven't you? You got to have people on the edge of their seats and all that.
Steaks.
Yeah.
What, medium rare?
Medium rare, T-bone,
vegan steaks.
vegan steaks.
Soy
You know what I mean.
what is that,
steaks, everybody.
eggplant?
Yeah. But they're not going to do that. They're going to comply to the agenda, and any director worth its
Rainbow
salt
Hulk.
doesn't want to be part of it unless they offer him a truck full of money, which is
Yep.
probably going to offer this guy a truck full of money, and he's going to take it, and the film's
Yep.
going to be shit.
Well, and that's, I think we've learned already exactly what the playbook is. They bring in these directors and then they micromanage them to hell. They don't let
Right.
them actually create something that's theirs.
Ian, are you calling it then? It's going to be shit.
Well, of course it's going to be. I don't even have to call it. Everybody knows. If they're going to go with, was it a female Iron Man? What's that other one?
Ironheart.
Yeah, Miss Marvel, the plump little Asian girl. You know what I mean? And if no easy nothing, right? This is what they're giving us, and this
And
is
then the
I'm calling it out.
Falcon.
Then the Falcon, weak,
Lame.
Captain America rubbish, and then full of girl bosses. Obviously, it's going to fail, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, here we're
agree.
talking about Avengers 5, right? So there's still an Avengers 4 before
Yeah,
that, right?
well, yeah.
That they would have to make.
Oh.
And then a bunch of other films before that.
Well,
Aliana,
but Endgame was Avengers 4.
is that
because
what
there
you
was
count Endgame as
Avengers.
Avengers 4? Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe this might just be Secret Wars. They just don't want to call it Secret Wars anymore because they don't want to ruin it. But I don't think I don't think that King Dynasty. Well, didn't they say King Dynasty was not happening
I
anymore?
would imagine
I
it's
think
not
so.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I just think they're going straight to Secret Wars.
Do you know what
'cause,
I would have basically. I mean, just being serious slightly. Another idea that's
Really?
just sprung to mind just now is Tony Stark's daughter. If Tony Stark's daughter got involved somehow, and you can bring back Tony Stark as an AI to advise her, that would be great. If you bring in Robbie Jr. in for 2 days, pay him as an AI, because obviously it's his daughter, and obviously he's probably made lots of stuff to protect his daughter. That would be awesome.
Call that.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's one idea that spring to mind. But these people that are in charge, they're never going to come up with ideas like that because they're too busy wanting to put the agenda in it.
And because you wish it. Here you go. Not Brian's fantasy Avengers. I'd rather have Schofield, Savile, Edwards, Weinstein, and Neeson. Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh no.
Okay. Avengers 5 could feature more than, is that 50 or 60? 60 characters.
You see, that's where they're going wrong. See, we know it's going to be a shit show, right?
Yep, shit show.
You know it's going to be a shit show. And look,
show.
who would you dump out of this poster? The black girl with the ball head, you dump her, right? Mark Ruffalo, dump him because he's a pain in the ass.
Tool.
Rocket, you'd keep. Captain America, you'd keep. Black Widow, you'd keep. Ant-Man, you'll keep. Thor, you'll keep. Iron Man, obviously, is going to be an AI. And I'll get rid of what's his name?
Is it Nebula, the blue one?
I'll keep Nebula because
She's
Nebula's a
amazing.
great character. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just have the Hulk in it, but without Ruffalo. Just explain something like, "Oh, he can't change back. Something happened, and now he's the dumb Hulk."
Oh, he's a wanker.
That's what I would do. Anyway, that's me.
Okay. Right. It's gonna be shit anyway. Let's move on.
Yeah, if they even make it to that, because this next movie that's coming out, the Captain America or Captain Falcon, it is going to be a massive bomb. They're going to lose hundreds of millions.
You're looking forward to that, aren't you?
Oh, it's going to be such. I mean, shit show doesn't even do it justice.
Shit show.
As Rennie points out, the only reason why Anthony Mackie is the new Captain America is because of the agenda. It should be Bucky Barnes.
That's right. He's the one that takes over in the
Yep.
comics when Captain America dies or when Steve Rogers dies. That is such a stupid thing to skip the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
I
but
hate
he's going to be
that.
too busy doing Star Wars when they reboot it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ugh.
Oh, Dexter.
A new update has arrived for Dexter Original Sin, confirming that production has started and more characters from the original show will return.
What does that original sin mean? What I mean, Dexter died in the last one.
It's a prequel.
Spoilers, by the way, everyone.
It's a prequel to the Dexter show. So it's like him. They casted a younger version of him. So it's him like when he's like a teenager or whatnot, which I personally am not interested.
No.
So and this just goes back to like what really bothers me on American television. They're just going back to this well, and I'm all like, listen, it's already dried up. Like nobody's interested in this shit. Just find something new and create that. I'm like, it's just I don't.
I've got to admit though, the last Dexter show was very, very entertaining. It wasn't as good. The one where he was in Canada.
And he's like a lumberjack or
whatever.
Yeah.
That was okay. That was all right. It worked, but they really did piss me off when they killed him off and he made so many mistakes that he would never have made when he was working for the police. So that's what I'm saying. They kind of spoilt his character at the end of the day.
Ian.
Sorry. What?
No, don't apologize. Is Dexter worth watching?
It is. Well, season 1, 2, 3, and 4 are worth watching.
Yeah.
The last season's terrible. But
yeah.
It's so good. It's so good that you just want to. I've watched season 1 and 2 again, and I know everything that's going to happen in each episode, but I still wanted to watch it. That's how good it was.
It is very good.
Better than Barry?
Oh God,
yes,
yeah. so much better than Barry.
Don't watch.
I never got into Dexter, but I'm sure we need to see a prequel where we learn where he got his name and what his first kill was and what his favorite stuffed animal was when he was a kid, and all of this.
A lot of people forget that Dexter was controversial at the time when Dexter was released, because in the actual show itself they showed graphic violence of how he killed people, and that was a no-no in those days, but they went there, and now it's the norm now with TV shows. So Dexter was one of the very first to do that.
Sword in the Storm must be somehow mentally connected with me, because as I was saying, is it as good as Barry? That just popped up literally the same second. Hold on, Mike.
We need to know where he got his first knife and how he chose his haircut.
Oh, we saw all that. We saw that in season 1 because they had the backstory in season 1.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did have him play his teenage self a lot of the time.
They even show his first kill, which was the nurse that was trying to kill his father. Do you remember that episode?
Oh yeah.
The girl from Star Trek. What was her name? The blonde girl that left the show.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Was
it from Voyager?
No, from Next Generation. Do you remember the blonde girl? And she left. She was in love with Data or something.
Oh yeah. I don't remember her. I do not remember her name.
She played the nurse, and that was his first kill.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do if they go backwards. What else can they do? We've seen
Denise Crosby. Yeah,
Denise Crosby.
Oh, okay.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Thank you, Princess Fiona. Yeah. Sword in the Storm.
Let's proceed then.
Oh, I love this show.
Here you go. Fallout Season 2 will be out as fast as humanly possible, but is still in early developments. We're going to make it as fast as... I'll start again. They're just going to make it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
How about we try and make it good first?
Right.
I did. There was a bit of agenda in there, but not too much to spoil my enjoyment. Yeah, and I did really like the characters. I love the guy in the metal suit, but the best has got to be the ghoul. He was amazing, and the girl with the big eyes. She was very amenable as well. She
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh, I was
willing
really
to-
prepared to hate her. I
yeah.
really was. I thought it was going to be a very, very girl bossy situation, and I actually grew to actually like her and her
Yeah.
performance later on in the series.
You see, that's how you should do it, Disney. If you want to stick your agenda in there, do it underneath. I could still see it, but just do it underneath, and please both camps, for God's sakes. But anyway, there you go.
Okay. We're gonna skip some slides because we're really running behind. So speaking of camp,
I know what's coming.
hopefully I've
coming?
got my sequence correct.
What a load of old and a kid show at that. What a load of bollocks.
Doctor Who's Shooting Gatwa kisses Jonathan Groff in a milestone gay moment for the series.
Hot.
What a load of rubbish.
Did we need a milestone gay moment? Was
No,
that-
because they've been done before.
Yeah, it's been done before.
We didn't need. This is a kids show, right? And again, they are ooming kids. This is their agenda. That's what they're doing. They want to create a race of stupid people, and obviously, you know, ooming them. I want to say the word when they're young. That's how they're going to get to them. This is absolute nonsense. Total nonsense. It really.
Do you
is.
want to? This is total nonsense.
Mm.
That's an image of Mega and Brown.
Yeah.
Wait, Brown doesn't have that much hair.
It's certainly
And
not.
I'm not
colour.
that. I'm not that dark.
Yeah, my hair's grey. Everybody.
Well, it was in your younger days, you know.
I wonder what the viewing figures are at the moment.
I heard this was so bad that now people. I mean, I think it was 2.9 or something like that. It's gone down since 2.11.
Oh, I thought it was
So
lower than that.
no, the overnight views the when it went out live. So
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. But yeah, so it's going down. But he sings to a Kylie Minogue song. in
He's
this.
going down.
It's ridiculous. He starts crying again.
Oh, every episode.
What?
Every damn episode he's crying. Please.
They
wanted
celebrity
to
named you guys. That's so cute.
Here you go,
Mega
JJ
Brown.
Goslin. Lie. Jack kissed 9 in the yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And nobody cared.
No, nobody cared. Nobody
Nobody
cared.
cared. Nobody cares. Nobody cared.
Yeah, but
silly
it-
Gatwick can go away.
Go on
Yeah.
then.
It wasn't like done to prove a point or to have like, agenda in your face. It was just Jack being Jack. So
Jack being
it's a
Jack.
different-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was the start, though.
Oh.
That was the start.
Ooh. Okay, let's move on then. I'll just quickly do this one.
Oh,
$6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman in 1978 at the top.
wow.
And today, Lee Majors,
Lindsay Wagner.
Lindsay Wagner.
Lindsay Wagner still looks good, man.
Yeah.
She still looks
Yeah.
good.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really beautiful picture. I love that.
It is.
Lee Majors in his 80s, isn't he? He's in
Is
his
he?
80s.
Damn.
Yeah, he's in his 80s. Looks
Yeah,
good for his
he's-
80s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks good too. Yeah.
I fell in love with Jamie
Lee
Summers.
Majors.
Jamie Summers when I was a kid. I thought she
Yeah,
was gorgeous.
really good. Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And I loved $6 Million Man. I think $6 Million Man was one of the best shows on TV ever when I was a
He's
kid.
the $6 million.
That was from the movie, would you
man.
believe?
Yeah.
That was from the movie.
I'm old, everybody.
So they made 2 movies, $6 Million Man, because they wasn't sure if it was going to work.
2
And
pilots.
so after they made 2 pilot movies, they decided to go for a series, and it was the biggest thing on TV at one point. Everyone was talking about it. Yeah.
Dude, I used to watch the reruns of these at my granny's house when I was younger because I would go and spend the summer with her. And I loved $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman. I thought they were awesome.
Do you know what? Right, the first pilot was really good because it was dealing. It wasn't only about the adventure and how strong he was and all that stuff, but it was dealing with a human that was trying to deal with him not being complete.
Yes.
It was a really
great.
intelligent pilot, and there was one
He-
scene in it. where I think it was Rudy Wells said to him, you're more than a man now, and then he says, I'm no one's robot, and he puts his hand right through the wall, and that just showed you that he was very confused. He should be dead, but he's
Ironically,
not.
he wasn't a very good pilot. That's why he crashed his spacecraft.
Oh,
No, that wasn't it.
Wah,
That wasn't it.
wah.
God.
There was a malfunction in the craft. That's why he crashed. It wasn't like he was one of the best pilots.
Breaking up.
Yeah,
Steve
yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
It was very
Barely
thoughtful,
alive.
very
Weekend
thoughtful,
with
very
Yeah, it was
very cerebral series, and then they had him fighting Bigfoot.
That's right.
Oh,
A
yeah, I love those episodes.
lot of people don't realize that the first pilot was actually dealing with it. It was like half close to the book about a man with with the bionic stuff and fighting with his conscience whether he was still human. And that was really good for the pilot. I remember the pilot. Obviously, people don't; they're too young and stuff like that. But it was a really great start for what became a historical.
It was a great series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great series. So there you go, folks. We'll skip a few slides. Bear with me. Let me do some
Still
boom.
looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Let me do some boomering.
House of the Dragon.
This is a week to be alive, isn't it, for TV?
Mhm.
House of the Dragon season 2 debuts with 89% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Who gave it
June-
89%?
Pass.
Oh, okay.
Well, it wasn't me because I am not all about that life.
June 16th, everybody.
I'm excited.
And not as excited as your kids in the background, mate.
No, they're watching Spy Kids. So
All right, cool.
Yeah, the end of the previous series left such a bad taste in my mouth. I did not come to the first season. I did not watch it when it originally aired, but I've
Same
heard
here.
many great things about it, so I have started watching through it, and so far I'm impressed.
yeah,
It's
I really
enjoyable.
like it. Yeah, the first
It's going to
season
be good. It's going to be good, isn't it? I'm not into this, but it's going to be good, isn't it?
It's gonna be good. Yeah, if they follow the book like they have been, it's gonna be good.
Whoa.
And that's a week today, everybody.
All
June
right.
the 16th. June
I
the
think that'll
16th.
literally be that'll be airing literally as we finish next week, probably. Yeah, so you can watch this shite and then watch that. All right. Okay, let's move on then, folks. Okay, I'm gonna. Here we go. I'm not gonna boomer.
Oh, I heard of this.
I just cancelled my Adobe license after many years as a customer. The new terms give Adobe worldwide royalty-free license to reproduce, display, distribute, or do whatever they want with my content, with any content I produce using their software.
Well, that's scary.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not looking good. There's a whole movement out there of cancel Adobe, can't cancel your Creative Cloud subscription and whatnot. It's not great for them. There's been a lot of defenders out there who've been talking about this. Oh, it's not really a big deal. Oh, it's just like everyone else's terms. But the truth is, if you read through it, it's pretty clear what they want to do is they want to be able to take your content as a creator. If you've put it on Creative Cloud, they want to be able to plug it in to their AI, to their machine learning, and be able to use it to generate other content. So they basically want you to give your content over to them so they can use it to put you out of a job.
Hold on. So if they edit a TV show using Adobe Premiere Pro, does that
can
mean to
access
say
it.
they own the series?
Well, they can
That-
access it.
Yeah. They swear someone says they swear they're not spying on you. Yeah, that if you read the language as plain as it is, that's what it says. If you put it into the Creative Cloud, which not everybody is going to put everything in their Creative Cloud, but if you put it up in the cloud, then we can use it for whatever we want.
Well, I don't put anything in the cloud. I edit stuff using, but that's the question, right? So if House of Dragon edit on Adobe Premiere, and they will use the cloud because you're talking about a lot of data, a lot of 8K, probably
Well, there you
short
go.
8K.
They own.
And do they own that show?
Well, they can use it if they want.
They can use it
that's
without
scary.
copyright breach.
So they say, according to their language, it says, solely for the purposes of operating our services, you grant us a non-exclusive, worldwide, royalty-free license, essentially irrevocable license, to use, reproduce, display, distribute, modify, create derivative works of your content. That's what it says in their language.
Is that only if it's on the cloud?
That is my understanding, is that it's only if it's something that you upload into the cloud, because obviously they wouldn't have access to stuff that you were only keeping on your local system. But
gotcha.
Ego, Tom has some thoughts. What does Ian use for editing?
Adobe Premiere Pro. So I do use it, but I don't put anything in the cloud because I'm editing porn. Not really. I don't. I don't do anything in the cloud. It's all on drives and stuff like that. So, but I can understand because, like as I said, when you editing something like House of the Dragon, you're shooting 8K. If you're shooting an 8K, you won't have enough drives to house the amount of episodes that you shoot, the amount of footage. So they will be using the cloud, which means that they have copyright over House of Dragon. Say that's just an example, which is not good. It's not good at all.
You go, Manuel Grell. Hello, my friend. Mega Geek, get DaVinci Resolve.
I do have
much better.
DaVinci Resolve, but the thing is, though, it's learning it,
Yeah.
which I don't feel like I have. I'm not going to go through another year of learning something again. Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Ooh,
Yeah. I'm going the other direction. I've used DaVinci Resolve for years for editing material that I create, and I've been trying to learn Premiere because of some features over there that hopefully make things a little simpler. But
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on then.
Move along.
Okay.
BBC.
BBC officially biased against white men. White men are 2.5 times less likely to get into the BBC trainee journalism course than BAMEs, thanks to diversity. They're the exact thing they accuse you of.
They are.
Yowza.
So what else is new?
Yeah.
Move
Big
along. I don't want to give
surprise.
them. I don't want to give them any second of our thought or our time. Can we move along, please?
Okay.
I like
There is Rennie.
No, I like it. Let's move along. Sorry.
I saw this earlier on Twitter, right? And the first thing I
Yeah,
thought
go
of
on,
was
Swap,
Ian's.
let's comment.
Was Ian's experience when he went there to have a chat
Yeah.
to express working on as a director on a project, wasn't it? And then when you told them that you wouldn't compromise on certain things, and that was it.
That was it. End of story.
In a country that's 85% Caucasian.
Yes.
Yep.
And Fiona, we really do need you on one of these 1 week. Okay. So it's not good then, is it, folks?
BBC biased.
Okay.
Biased.
We've got a general election going on at the moment in the UK, and somebody posted this today. It made me chuckle, but it's correct. This was a live news report with this geezer in the background.
That's awesome.
Brilliant.
But this is one of the. I've said this before. It's one of the reasons why I don't vote, because you vote. You've got the choice of the stupid man, the stupid idiot, the stupid man. You know what I mean? There's no choice here. They're all gonna fleece the working class.
Two
anyway.
arses of the same. Sorry,
That's
two
right,
cheeks of the same arse, mate.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh,
and you know what? Right. Even though we can laugh at this, we're talking about people's livelihoods here. We're talking about people's lives.
Yeah.
And these people that are in charge, I don't understand why they can't get it through their thick heads that they could be destroying people with their attitudes and their greed.
Well, yeah, they're just living in the London bubble, though. Sword in the Storm, you and I are just on it this evening. Okay, so there was that. Okay. This next slide, I'm just going to present with no comment. I'll just leave it up for 10 seconds. Right. This is from a British newspaper. I'm going to present it with no comment and then we'll go to the bin. Yes. So here you go.
Okay.
So no comment from anybody. It's going to be 10 seconds of silence. This is just fucking madness. Oh,
No, that's not me. I'm not
oh,
eating anything.
oh,
Not eating anything.
oh,
Why? Why have they put this
oh,
up? Why have they put this up? It's crazy.
This is just another attempt to keep Biden from having any competition in November.
Not good.
Okay.
Never go full Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This week's in the bin, folks. We have to motor on this because we're. Here we go. Obviously, we've got D-Day celebrations. 80th of D-Day going on this week. Very, very important celebrations. Who's bailed?
I don't know. Who's bailed?
Not me. Oh,
Catty.
I was going to say he might have left a message because I know he
Okay.
had some stuff.
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah. Internet is acting funny.
Oh, okay. Right, in the bin, folks. Here we go. The caption is mustache. ITV want to chat. That is the Prime Minister of this country. Instead of sticking around for a D-Day celebration in Normandy, he had an interview with ITV and he went, fuck the celebration.
Wow.
I went to the interview.
Oh, well, the president of the United States effed off before it even started. So
I was
he's
gonna
better
say-
than Biden. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't Biden just kind of
Just
like not
walk
give a
the
shit
hell
either?
off.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Just
No.
was there for just a bit and then left before greeting any of these D-Day survivors or anything. Just effed
Yeah, he
off.
doesn't give a shit about this country.
But the thing is, right? He is a man with money. Before he even got voted in, he was a very wealthy man. What makes anyone think that he gives a shit about anything else? Do you know what I mean? That's who he is. So I'm not surprised.
It's not good, is it?
No.
Mm-mm.
The world would be a very, very different place if it wasn't for people like that on the left. And we wouldn't even be here now doing this shite. Us doing this shite is because of people like that.
It keeps us sane as well.
Yeah.
Never mind. Move along.
So that's Richie Sunak, everybody, in the bin.
Belongs in the bin.
Biden along with him.
Yeah. Douchebags.
I will just quickly say, I think Saving Private Ryan should be shown in schools as part of the curriculum all over the planet, just to show what people gave up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and what war is for these fucking.
Oh, that opening scene of D-Day, that is incredibly intense.
Yeah,
it's so well done. Yeah,
yeah. Okay, let's move on then. I will just say quickly, rest in peace, Michael Mosley, as well. And finally,
finally,
I forgot what finally is. Okay, here we go. Connected. Celebrating Allied success on D-Day with Norman Shea. Is it Shea? Last living medic from Omaha Beach. Charles turns 100 this June 27th. There you go, folks. Real life. Bona fide hero, folks.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Do you know what they keep showing the clip from Only Fools and Horses, don't they? Because of this. You ever see that clip that they show on TikTok and everything everywhere else about when Uncle Albert died? And one of the guests was talking about how his stories was, boring and they had to put up with it and all that. And Dell says something, well, if he saved a load of lives and so therefore we put up with that, and you should have more respect. You ever see that clip? It's
No.
very it's very
Not on
it's very good.
TikTok.
I think it was on Facebook today. I think it was where I saw
Okay,
it.
I only go on Facebook to contact you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mm.
Matty, are you back?
I am sorry, my internet was being really weird.
Okay, we've timed it perfectly because I think we finished, my friend.
Oh, yay!
Okay, so as I said, gentlemen like that on the right, just bona fide heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think that is it. In fact, I know it's it. Episode 207, Musings, today's date, everybody. I will thank the chat. Thank you, chat. I will quickly say, I think Wayfarer's doing something straight after Wayfarer Project. So if you want something to watch, there's the link. Chat, I will say you are wonderful. You are the best. You already know that. Thank you for the super chats and the interaction, keeping us on our toes as per usual. Chat, you're the best. We'll see you next time. I will thank the guests. Princess Wren. Cheers, Rennie.
Thank you. Nice to be back today. And Linda, it's nice to see you back, sir.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Always a pleasure chatting with you guys and interacting with the chat. So,
Palps. Cheers, swappers.
Thanks to the panel in the chat. Thanks to Ian. Thanks to Professor R2, to Reddy, to Matt Cat, especially for his lovely cold remedy, which I'm going to go and cook up. And thanks, Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday's going to be amazing. It is great to have Linda listen. Oh, it's great to have Matt Cat back.
Yeah,
Great to have you back, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I always have a good time with you guys.
Don't be away so long next time.
I'll try to be on next Sunday.
Oh, get in. Professor R2. Cheers, Prof.
Oh, cheers. Thanks for having me on. And it's great to be on with you all again. Great to see everybody here in the chat tonight. I'm glad to have you back, Matt. Glad to see you back on the
Yeah, I
show.
really enjoyed it.
We'll see everybody for the Death of Star Wars on Wednesday.
Ooh, it's going to be a big one, folks. Last but by no means least, Mega Geek himself, Ian David Diaz.
Yep, no worries, guys, no worries.
It was shit, Ian.
No, I kind of enjoy this. It's kind of a highlight for Sundays for me now.
It is.
So it's a laugh doing
It
stuff
is.
like this.
It is. It's something for like-minded people, which is pretty good in my book.
Yeah, I've got to get up really early tomorrow. So.
Are we going to have to hold you down and put eye drops in your eyes to make you watch the third episode of The Acolyte?
Well, I'm curious to see how it's going to destroy Star Wars, so we'll find out. Right?
I think Beastup is probably back tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Echo Chamberlain possibly Tuesday. We're back Wednesday to do the Akashite episode 3. That's it. If we don't see you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll see you next weekend. Have a great week, everybody. Take care.
Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye.